Right. This is the discussion for 1994 A-level question. 1994 A-level question. Number 5, part A. It's a refraction question. Right. Why does refractive index vary from medium to medium? From medium to medium, the speed of light will not change. When the speed of light changes, the refractive index will also change. That's right. From medium to medium, the speed of light changes. From medium to medium, the speed of light changes. Therefore, the refractive index will also change. Therefore, the refractive index will also change. Right. As shown in the figure, a monochromatic ray of light is incident in air to a spherical water drop. Now there is a water drop. Light ray is incident exactly on the top, I guess. Normal is going through the center like this. Right. The ray is refracted into water, rather denser towards the normal, like that. Reaching the opposite side of the droplet B. Okay. The ray is partially reflected back and emerges into air. I want you to look at the board now. If I draw normal here, all the normals go to the center. So this and these two are equal, radius, radius. So if this is R, this is R. Don't forget. If you take this triangle, it's an isosceles, right? Radius and radius means pi. Normal drawn will always go through the center. Normal drawn will always go through the center. So this is R. Now partially reflected, these also R. Again draw normal. This will also be R, these are equal. And then it goes out. Reversibility of light, if this is I, this is R, this is R, guaranteed this is I. Guaranteed this is I. Okay? Right. Then what are they asking? Right. I. Okay, no? Right. This is B. This is C, that is A. What's the expression for the angle of emergence? Emergence is I. Roman 1 is I. Roman 2. Derive an expression for the total deviation. Remember there is a deviation at A, deviation at B, and deviation at C. Deviation at A, deviation at B, deviation at C. What's the deviation at A? Light ray coming, bending this way. I, totally I minus R clockwise. What's the deviation? B came straight, bent. Angles along a straight line 180, 180 minus 2R. Again clockwise. Here came with R, went away, so this is R means this is this angle here. I minus R. I minus R clockwise. So this deviation I have marked separately, that's one deviation, that's one deviation, that's another deviation there. Carefully add everything up, all are in the same direction, clockwise. 180 plus 2I minus 4R clockwise. That's your total deviation. That's your total deviation. Don't forget to put clockwise also. If I equals 30, full angle of deviation 156, what's the refractive index? So total angle of deviation is found 180 plus 2I minus 4R. Total deviation 156. 2 times I is 30, 4R. 4R is equal to 62, 40. minus 156. So if you solve this, 44 and 40, 84. R is 21 degrees. If R is 21 degrees, you can find the refractive index. Na sin I, N water sin R. Sin I is 30, sin R is 21. Refractive index of water is sin 30 over sin 21. From this you can find the refractive index. You can use the log tables, of course. Sin 30 divided by sin 21. It's about 1.4 approximately. Approximately you can get about 1.4. Approximately 1.4 you can get. Don't use calculators, always use the logbooks to work. So approximately 1.4 you will get. Right. Can the ray suffer total internal reflection on the opposite side? For some value of I, justify your answer. They are telling you this is partial reflection. They are asking, can't it be total internal reflection? What is total internal reflection? Angle of incident more than the critical angle. Right. Let me draw this for you. If I draw this for you, I think you will understand this much more better. Now, angle can increase like that up to 90. No? Up to 90. If it's coming at 90, it's going at the critical angle. Again, normal here, these two are equal, these are also critical angle. If it's coming at 90. Okay. At the critical angle, it should go along the boundary. No? At the critical angle, it should go along the boundary. So when I is maximum, I max is 90 degrees. Therefore, R max is 90 degrees. R max is 90 degrees. Sorry. R max is critical angle. Sorry. If R max is critical, light rays can travel along the boundary, or critical reflection can occur. Critical reflection can occur. That's clear now? When I is maximum, R is maximum, if this is C, this is also C. Light rays can go along the boundary, or critical reflection can take place. But R is never greater than the critical angle. R is never greater than the critical angle. Therefore, total internal reflection cannot occur. Total internal reflection cannot occur. Look at the word. Maximum angle is 90, maximum R is C. Two things can happen. It can go along the boundary of critical reflection. Clear? It can go along the boundary, or critical reflection can take place, can travel along the boundary, or critical reflection can occur. But this angle R can never be greater than the critical angle. It can never be greater than the critical angle means total internal reflection can never occur. Why? Total internal reflection will occur if R is greater than the critical angle. Now in this case, R can never be greater than the critical angle. When I max is 90, R max is C, critical reflection or traveling along the boundary can occur. But total internal reflection can never occur. Okay, no? Total internal means R is greater than the critical angle. That will never happen. R maximum is C. Okay? So total internal reflection will never occur. Only partial reflections or critical reflections can take place. Okay, right. So that concludes 1994 essay question number 5 part A, which is a refraction question.